Hey guys, what's up? Dad's here again from Cobra Kai. Jump right into it again. Guardians, edit filters, name ascending, boom. Maleficent we did last here, guys, alright? So, alright, my big daddy. So, he is my favorite tank. He is my favorite tank in this whole game. And there's one reason why, and it's because of his core. Each time an enemy gains a buff, Maui gains a 10% defense buff. So anytime enemies get buffs, he gets buffs. Maui hits an enemy with a heavy, he has a 50% chance to gain a 10% defense buff again from his core. So he hits heavy attacks. So with this guy, if you're going to control him, you want to go against buffing guys, so like Hercules, things like that, blah, 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 and just keep hitting with heavies. Keep hitting with heavies, and just keep getting your defense buffed. Up, 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 right? So his special is the big thing, right? When he does his 400% damage and knocks back everything around him, it's the area of, again, anger. Basically, anger's radius, but he does it in that radius too again. He grants armor to his allies for each defense buff he has, then removes all his defense buffs. So if he's buffed up to 10 of them, 30% armor. Bang, just like that. Have a good day. You just got a shit ton of armor, guys. Use that and love it, right? You know what I mean? So that's why I love Maui so much, is he just gets these buffs so quick. 10, 15, right? Or whatever that's, yeah, so his core abilities, once he's 4-star, he can get 15 buffs. So that is 45%. Do that twice. You've got 90% armor ready to go in less than 30 seconds. Because I believe that's what his cooldown is, right? So, and he can also have the chance to stun all targets for 2 seconds when he does his special. But it's not a high percentage. Once you get it higher, though, he'll stun everything. No problems, because he's probably at 75-85%, right? But his core ability is the big one, right? So we'll go back to his abilities again. You're welcome. Was that the one I was looking at? No. Thank you. So 10 to 15. What was I thinking of here? So he has defense buffs. Yeah, so like I said, the biggest thing about him is the fact that he could just shove armor right all over everybody. And everybody's just armored right up. Big armor booster for everybody, right? So I liked, so with all tanks, defense. He's got good attack too, by the way, so, or else you want to boost his health, basically, with Pull Up the Islands. His Gracious Gifts, Advanced Talent, he now has a higher chance to add a buff to all allies when he casts it, basically. So they will all get buffed and basically get more defense too. This one gives more people more armor, so I like adding this one too, because he'll grant an additional 4% armor. So basically, if you're looking at basically an extra 5% on top, that's what I'm hoping for, right? So the Battling Volcano, this one is, he gets defense buffs from his core. He'll also get a chance to get an attack buff. So this is good for him personally, but I don't use it because you're only allowed to use 3, right? The Winged Beast is the big one I use, right? So when he gains defense buffs, he gets armor for himself, right? So he will always gain armor when he gets defense buffs. That's cool, right? So he can self-armor too, just like all those other tanks out there, right? So this guy's all about armor, 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 and total armor support for your whole team. That's why Maui is so mint. I love him for that, especially with my Snow. Snow with armor is just unstoppable. Pretty much anybody with armor is like double health. And if that armor can keep getting boosted up and boosted up and boosted up, as long as you have a healer to keep Maui alive, and Maui stays alive, everybody will stay alive because he'll just keep throwing armor at everybody, right? So, anyways, we're just gonna do this. Showcase them off real quick here before my phone dies. I think I only got like 5% health left on my phone. Oops. Oops. I'm sorry. I don't have much power. But we could probably pull this off here. So, we're going to go with Maui. And he's level 70, so he's gonna solo pretty decent here. But I want to show him off with a really weak hero. So maybe one that I haven't used a lot of. Let's give him a healer. Him and Lightfoot. That'll work, right? But the biggest thing I want to show is how their buffs help me and my heavy attacks help me, basically, right? So all I'm going to do is just heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack. That's if you're controlling Maui. And that's usually what he does anyways, right? So he's up to 5 now. Now I can show it off. So it's a 3, like, good damage. Look at the armor that Ian has now. Like, look at that. 3/4 armor. Almost. Pretty much just like that, right? Beautiful trick. Maui is amazing that way. And then if you want to armor boost it, look at this. Ian probably has full armor. And you can take all the damage you want with him. And he'll do all the work. It's hilarious. And I'll just take all the damage here. See? And the best thing with this, it's got knockbacks, so I just stopped the ultimate with the knockback ability, right? And everybody's just got defense. Look at that. Beautiful trick. Speed-wise, he's okay. It's faster for tanks out there, right? But he is beautiful for everybody. Again, more armor. So everybody's full on armor. And that's the best thing about Maui, is just how much he can just support everybody's armor. And he's a tank. Like, he does, like, a lot of people think he's spongy, but when you get him up higher level, he's not going to take any damage, really. The only time he takes too much damage is if he has a melee just worked on him too hard, right? And, yeah, go from there. But if he keeps up with his heavies, he'll get a armor, you know, he'll boost himself, and he does very well. There you got it, guys. Maui at his finest. Like I said, he's one that I recommend. He is my all-time favorite tank in this game, bar none. He does such good work for what he does. So, definitely up there. Like I said, he's one of the ones that you want to mix with Skelly. I hear the Skelly-Maui combo is an unstoppable combo too, but that's something we could talk about when it comes to tactics down the road. But him by himself, his basics is boosting armor for himself and his team. So, all right, have fun. Thanks again, guys. Maui is the shit. Have a good night.